Hey, it's Van Ondi, and you're listening to Best Week Ever. This is the podcast where we break down everything that made this week amazing. Big stories, small wins, and those unforgettable moments that made us go, whoa, what a week. Each week, I bring on some incredible guests to chat about what's happening, share their stories, and help us figure out who's absolutely crushing it. And of course, who's having the worst week ever. Because let's be honest, we all love a little bit of drama. So if you're here for the buzz, the laughs, and maybe a little tea, you're in the right place. New episodes drop every Friday. Follow now, and let's make this your best week ever. Welcome back, guys, to another week of Best Week Ever podcast. And welcome back because it has been a while since I haven't been back. And thank you guys for holding on tight. I know you guys had a lot of fun listening to the mini episode with me and Trina. And this week, I'm super excited because I have a longtime friend that's been gone for a while, but I was literally just complimenting her on how when she came back, it's like she never left because she brings in the tea. And that's the tea with Taylor, who not only is a pop culture commentator, she is also recapping reality TV and what's on TV right now, and also books. She does let me say that again. She also recommended some great books to read this fall, so please check that out. Taylor, how are you today?
Yay, I'm so excited. I'm so great. I'm happy to be back. And yeah, came back super strong after taking a really long hiatus, but why not?
And it's so great to take a hiatus. I mean, like, I feel like you're mentally prepared. You rejuvenated yourself. You're in now.
Absolutely. I mean, you just took like a nice little vacation, and I'm sure even that is like so much needed.
Girl, the way that I didn't know anything for just 4 days, that wasn't like threading or like what's people talking about, what's trending. I was just like, not that it didn't feel great, it felt good sometimes.
I totally know what you mean. I also was just away at the beginning of the summer, and like it was so nice being like somewhat disconnected, but then I'm like, I'm so behind on everything. I'm like getting itchy.
Yeah, I wanted to jump in the discourse with Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's been my favorite season by far with the franchise of Housewives. I know Ultimate Girls Trip is on right now, but the Atlanta reunion, I've never been so happy to watch a reunion in my lifetime.
That's what I've been hearing.
It's so good. All the ladies just make it so much fun, and the drama I know can be like with Drew can be a little bit dark, but they kind of like sugarcoat it with the glam and just like the other shade of drama that the women have between each other. I don't know. I want the cast to stay the same. I don't want anyone leaving. I don't want anyone going. Like, I love them perfect. Next year, I'm super excited.
Oh, I love that. Like when you know you have a good cast and it's just like, please don't make any changes. Like we don't even need any additions. Like just leave it like this, you know?
Yes. It was like one of my best week ever because it is my birthday week, and starting it off on watching Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion, I was like, "Ugh, I'm just so happy for good TV, especially in
That's,
August."
oh, absolutely. That's a birthday present in itself.
Yeah.
Just like getting to
Well, we're
watch
going to
love.
yes. Yes. Well, we're going to start off with our worst week ever topics, worst week ever in pop culture this week. Who do you have in your honorable mention list?
Okay, so it was kind of nice for me that you had a little bit of a hiatus because this is like sort of just on the cusp of being old news, but it's still being talked about. My honorable mention for worst week ever, I have Tate McRae. I think between the Neutrogena of it all, the whole fake ad that she did where she clearly was not using the products, like maybe that was what she wanted to do and Neutrogena got a lot of talking about it, but it was just like really hilarious. And also then like the breakup in the news, and I feel like she's just kind of been being laughed at in a way, so she's my honorable mention.
And also, she's been turned by her fellow Canadians. They're kind of pissed
Yeah,
at her for not really defending herself when it came to the MAGA allegations.
I know. And I know that she just did some magazine. I don't know what it was. And she was talking about that. And she was talking about like a lot of different things. And she kind of addressed it, but I think if people just went past it because they were like, oh, you took so long to address this.
Yeah, it was a whole bunch of word salad nothing burger because she kind of jumped through the question by not answering it. Because she was like, if you
Right.
guys know me, you would know that I wouldn't be affiliated with a brand like that. And I'm like, girl, we really don't know you
We
because
really don't know you.
you have this stage persona that is very affiliated by Britney Spears, and she can tell us all she wants that she doesn't know Britney, she doesn't listen to Britney, but your team is making you the next Britney. And
Right.
whether you like it or not, you have some sort of connection when it comes to your art and singing and
Absolutely.
dance. So yeah, I just feel like I don't know, girl. Like she gives when she dances and I like her music, but as a personal, she just doesn't shine as bright as Sabrina Carpenter. You know what I mean?
No. And I feel like her team, like, they are doing a lot for her, but they could do even more. Like,
Yeah.
she's so close to be like she's a great singer and she has great songs and like great stage presence, but her team just could do a little bit more, I think, to get her to that like Sabrina Carpenter, Olivia Rodrigo kind of level.
Yeah. And you know what? As much as she is having a worse week because of that breakup, I'm kind of happy that she's not with that guy anymore.
Oh yeah, I think it was like not the fact that it happened, but the way that at least like they talked about it in the press was hilarious because they both were like, "Oh, it was my idea," and I was like, "Whose idea was it?"
I guess we won't be seeing her down the shore next summer, alas.
Which upsets me, but I'll be okay.
Well, that's a great honorable mention. My worst week ever honorable mention is Perez Hilton for being on the news, for going viral and streaming online and having disturbing videos of him trying to off himself, unalive himself. And Perez Hilton's mother is filing for temporary custody right now of his children after hospitalization. This is all consented to handing over temporary custody in a statement with Florida attorney. Is to protect the children, obviously. And the last update posted on Hilton's website, the gossip blogger's family said he remained hospitalized after the incident last week, and his recovery would be a long process after significant blood loss and sustaining additional injuries. An earlier statement was that Hilton was able to communicate, which has given the family hope. And yeah, the team and the family are focusing right now on his well being. If you guys don't remember who Perez Hilton is, I don't blame you. He is a 2000s icon, but I wouldn't say icon. I would say a monster who was just harassing a lot of up and coming it girl artists. Uh, One that comes to mind is Misha Bart. I can't say her name. Bartnett,
Misha
right?
Barton. Yeah.
Yes. From the OC, I think of her all the time. She was like a target of being bullied. And she was like one of my favorite fashionista girlies to watch on 17 or any kind of teen bop magazine. And Perez Hilton has also, I mean, Hillary Duff has talked about Perez Hilton and his harsh words for a very young 17-year-old. I can't imagine being 17 and very impressionable and having some weirdo just commenting not only on your body, but the way you talk and your mannerism. So Perez Hilton has been like one of 2000's biggest grifters, especially for the past 5, maybe 6 years. He's been online. I mean, he's always been chronically online, but he's been online a lot trying to re-image and gaslight like the new generation of how he reports social media and in pop culture. So I know for the last few months before this incident happened, he has been turning into the whole Russell brand, which was like becoming very religious and trying to grift through God. And This, unfortunately, as much as it's my worst week ever honorable mention, and I am giving a lot of thoughts and positivity to his family, he's a horrible person, and I hope that his family doesn't have to deal with this again and he finds the necessary help that he needs. But yeah, that is my worst week ever honorable mention. What are your thoughts on, because being like a pop culture commenter yourself, like Perez Hilton is a person that probably comes to mind when it
Of
comes to
course.
like, doing pop culture, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I feel like you like nailed everything that you said. Like you said it so perfectly. But yeah, I feel like he's like a infamous pop culture, commentator and stuff like that. But yeah, this whole thing was so crazy and sad. Like, you don't want to see that no matter who it is. So just, very upsetting. But I'm glad that, his kids and everyone is doing better and safe. Um, but yeah, Perez Hilton definitely comes to mind. Like, whether you think of it positively or negatively, which most people I think are the latter, but I definitely think that he's tried to sort of reinvent himself, and maybe the younger generation doesn't know who he is and like all this stuff about him. I actually saw someone that I was thinking about honestly doing my honorable mention was Jared Padalecki, who tweeted
Yeah.
out about Perez Hilton, and then everyone was like, wait, no, like he's a really bad dude. And then his response went kind of viral. He was like, I'm sorry, I had no idea. Like,
It's so crazy to see the nuance with the audience nowadays, where I'm like, we're this close. We are just so close to coming together, like, especially when it comes to, which is a whole nother topic of heroin chic, where we're all talking about it, we're all realizing it, and we're finally saying this is bad. You know what I mean? And with the whole
totally.
Perez Hilton, we can coincide with the fact that yeah, he's a shitty person, but at the same time, like, his family deserves better. Like, this is so sad for him and his family.
Two things can be true at the same time, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who is your worst week ever runner up this week in pop culture?
Okay, I went back and forth on who should be one and who should be two for a while because they were kind of around the same for me, but I'm gonna go with Brooks Nader for my second worst week ever because um after photos went super viral of her on a boat in Italy, I believe, with her whole family, including her dad. She was topless. I haven't seen this much discourse around a topless woman in a very long time. If she was with her sisters, that's one thing, but dad's, a foot away. And I don't think she cares personally. I don't think she's having the worst week ever. But I think that the conversation around her and her name is having the worst week ever.
Listen, free the nips, okay?
Oh,
And
absolutely.
another thing, her dad's hot.
Dad, her dad is hot. They're a hot family, all of them.
Yes, I could not believe, because I guess I'm just so used to like the Hadids like having a very like crepit old dad, So I was just expecting like the Naders as well having like some, and I was just like, wow, like yes, so many things going on at once: the boobs, the hot dad, the dad like not even like paying attention that his daughter is topless.
Yep.
But yeah, that is, you will never catch me doing with my dad. No, no, no.
No, certainly not. And like, I don't know, the conversations I feel like got so insane around
Yeah.
the whole topic about it. But at the end of the day, I'm just not gonna have my boobs out in front of my dad. And to each their own, but that's just not for me, and I don't think a lot of other people would either.
I feel like she's been on the news a lot lately too. Isn't she dating someone pretty famous as well?
Yeah, she was recently with Taron Egerton. I feel like I haven't seen them in a minute,
Yes.
but I kind of thought they were an interesting match.
I like that PR move. I was like, I don't mind it.
I
It's
don't
a
hate
great,
it.
it's an
Yeah.
upgrade.
It's definitely an upgrade. And now her ex-husband is married to Naomi from Southern Charm.
Yeah, It always
Crazy.
goes back to Bravo, guys. It really does.
All roads lead back to Bravo.
That is such a well, I love this for Brooks. I mean, like she's getting a lot of talk, but also, yeah, the discourse of just the incense talk is just like a little bit too much, I think.
It's a little much, totally.
Well, my worst week ever runner up this week is Brad Pitt for being such a loser when it comes to reflecting on his divorce with Angelina Jolie and saying that he had suicidal ideation. I'm not making fun of the suicidal part, but the reason why he had ideation was because he was dealing with family stuff. Pitt and Jolie finalized their divorce in 2024 following a lengthy court battle. And it has been revealed that he's experienced these thoughts in the public eye, and he has been alluding to his high profile from Angelique for it's going to be like, I want to say more than 10 years that this has been going
Yeah.
on with their court battle. And I. I'm sorry, but you guys already know this, and I'll probably say this again, but Brad Pitt lost me the day that I saw his son post a story after Brad Pitt, I think, won the Oscar for, I want to say the Tarantino movie. I'm not too sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. But just basically confirming the fact that he's been a very abusive father. And it's also written in the court trial with the fight that they had in the airplane. I think there's a police report filed that he was hitting one of the children, if not more than two of them. And we also have come to find out that the twins have dropped their last name, so they don't have the Pitt anymore. They just have Jolie. And the fact that he's having an interview trying to have an upcoming again, F1, I'm sorry, was not the box office thriller that everybody thought it would be, but this was just such loser vibes to read off of him. And like I mentioned before, I really am proud of the audience for seeing this, and we're all looking at it and we're all like, this is fucked up and this is wrong. But yeah, it's such loser vibes for Brad Pitt, and I hope we never have to hear another interview from him, but I'm sure he will be working along Hollywood for the rest of our days.
Definitely bound to happen. I feel like Brad, like growing up, I feel like he was the A-lister. Like Brad, especially being married to Angelina Jolie, like the two of those names were just like the biggest names in Hollywood. And like to a degree, they still kind of are. But I think one with the divorce and then everything that happened with him and his family afterwards was just everyone kind of opened their eyes and was like, wait, this guy's a big loser. Like, he's not the guy that we thought he was, or maybe the guy he used to be. I don't know. But I feel like he's another one that, like, the discourse around him has changed so much in the last decade, maybe more. But yeah, I feel like he's kind of still obviously one of the biggest actors, but personally and like socially, I feel like he's taken a fall from grace a little bit.
Yeah, him and Johnny Depp are definitely up
Yes.
there for just like the heartthrob that has just failed everybody. And yeah, anyone that's like related, like I kind of side eye Jen Aniston sometimes too when she's like, baby talking and loving about him. And I'm just like, but he like doesn't even talk to any of his kids.
Right. If all the kids are, dropping his last name and no one speaks to him, it's like, well, he's the common denominator here.
Exactly. I know. Justice for my baby girl, Angelina Jolie. Worst week ever winner. Who is your worst week ever winner in pop culture this week?
Okay, this is again a smaller like name, but something that took up so much space in my feed this week in a negative light was Brielle Bierman. She posted a video of a possible wedding dress that she tried on but didn't end up going with, and it was the weekend of a really big influencer, Acquired Styles' wedding, and it had been leaked that that was her wedding dress. And the comments just blew up and were like, you're only posting this because you saw that, that was her wedding dress and you're trying to get attention and engagement. And after seeing the things that she posted, I genuinely believe it was a crazy coincidence of the timing. Like, maybe I'm being naive, but she did post like a follow up and she was like, I don't know her. I don't follow her. Like, you can see that I made this video yesterday. I didn't know that. So if she was just having, genuinely posting her bridal era videos and this was just really poor timing and she got absolutely, kind of destroyed for posting it. Good intentions, but in that case, I'm going to say she's having a bad week because she didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, they really came for her in the comments because I did not see that as shade. And also, I'm with you where I think it was a coincidence too. I don't know if it's because I love my my Bierman girls. My heart goes out to them each time, especially Brielle, seeing like how we grew up with her.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
can feel it.
they really have. I didn't see it as a big deal, but they were like vicious in the comment
Right.
section.
Like, even if she did post it to get some engagement and, some chatter around it, like, we already saw the dress. Like, in the leaked photo, it wasn't the end of the world.
Yeah. I love that. Are you watching Next Gen NYC right now?
Okay, I'm not
Okay.
because I heard mixed things about season 1, so I never fully got into it. And then I feel like these kids, because they're all the kids of the
Yeah.
parents, but like they're not that much younger than me. These kids like are all over my feed, and I'm feeling like I'm missing out. So if you watch, let me know if I should get into it or if I'm not missing out.
I highly recommend it. I
Okay.
love it. I mean, I know you guys, the listeners, are mad because I recapped the first episode of season 2 and I haven't recapped. Those recaps will be coming on the Patreon, so please hold tight. But I just feel like it's so fresh. It's something that we need. I love the Southern Hospitality Kids. I love the new VPR reboot. So why not like this show?
Right.
And I'm kind of surprised by it. I love that the nepotism of the Bravo kids are kind of like royalty when it comes to
Right.
this show.
Yeah.
And I feel like you would like it. I want you to see season 1, especially when they go down the shore. I think that's one of my favorite like episodes.
Okay, you got me.
You got it. Especially with Gia trying. It's called Next Gen NYC, and Gia is just like, I'm in Jizzy. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
not
like,
getting up for New York
this is
City
my
unless I
home.
really have to. Yeah,
So valid.
I think you would like it. But
Okay,
yeah,
I
Brielle
will add it to
Bierman's.
the list.
Yeah, she pops in this season. I didn't see her last season, and it was really nice to see Brielle, like just watching the Zodiac kids.
Totally.
Well, my worst week ever is obviously a very painful one, and it is Colombia, which needs your help right now. If you have any sources, please share. But I will be putting a lot of sources of where to donate and how to get yourself involved in helping the families and Colombia with the earthquake. The damage has affected at least 18 hospitals, 39 schools, and it has left people trapped under the rubble. And the cities include like Cali, Armenia, Manzales, and it's just been a very sad thing to watch this week, especially Colombia being like my family's background. The videos have been very haunting, and with the water being super warm down the shore, my dad said he went to the beach this weekend and the water was like he was in Florida. I just feel like the Mother Nature is really asking and screaming for help. And yeah, we're going to be facing hard times, especially when it comes to climate change. So if you can, please donate. Colombia is my family. Colombia is my mom's home, and I just love the people there. So I will put that all in the show notes so you guys can check that out. We are now going to go and hop on to our best week ever topics. Best week ever, I'll go first with honorable mentions. Best week ever honorable mention for me is Anne Hathaway bearing her baby bump. not once, but twice in a frilly top after addressing the wild fake pregnancy rumors. And Hathaway has been having the best summer ever. I know she has been hitting the red carpet with The Odyssey. She started the summer with Devil Wears Prada. She is having a gay old time, and I love that for her. And if anything, I'm low key jealous that she gets to show off that baby bump because when I was pregnant, I was so sick. I couldn't even like dress up. So I get really jealous of like moms with their bellies just dressing up. It's so fun to watch. And I don't know, maybe her belly does look kind of fake, but guys, she's like milk white. I've met the woman. Her skin is just like translucent. So I believe that's her real belly. What are your thoughts?
I do too. And I thought it was kind of a weird, like, discussion that was happening online.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I think that if you were, faking a pregnancy, let's say, you're not wearing tops that are showing off your belly. Like, you would, wear something that would cover it so you could tell that it was fake or whatever. I don't even know. But, like, no, of course she is. Like, just because maybe her belly doesn't look like someone else's doesn't mean that it's not real. But totally,
I felt psycho because I really at one point wanted to comment and I was like, Vanessa, no, like you're talking to bots. I wanted to like comment and say like you can clearly see her jeans indents on her freaking belly. Like what are we talking about?
Well, I was going to say the same thing. Like you could see her jeans were like a little tight or like, probably when she was sitting in the car, you could see that on her stomach. Like this is nothing. Like, guys, she's pregnant. Leave her alone.
Yeah. And she looks hot. I love it.
Laying, like, oh my God. She has so many movies this year. Like, I'm so happy for her and all her success. I know she took like a little bit of time off, like not doing all that. And now she's getting so back into it. We have The Odyssey, like you said, Devil Wears Prada 2. I know Verity is coming out. She's going to be in that. Like, the woman has not been taking any breaks.
I mean, she has a baby on the way and she's got 3 kids. She's like, I got futures in my hands to like worry about.
I need to work up before my maternity leave.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Who's having the best week ever in your honorable mention this week?
Okay, my honorable mention is going to Reese from America's Sweethearts, Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. She just retired last season from the cheerleaders, and everyone was really upset and was wondering what she was going to do because she was such a fan favorite. A lot of people thought Dancing with the Stars, but she kind of teased an announcement, and I knew that the Dancing with the Stars cast wasn't coming out for a while, but then it was announced that she's going to be on Broadway as Roxy Hart in Chicago, and from going from like a girl who, loves dance to suddenly being a huge name for the Dallas Cowboys and on Netflix, like reality TV fans loved her immediately. And then she just became, now she's going to be on Broadway. Like that is huge in such a short span of years. So good for her. I'm excited for her.
And great salary. I'm so glad that she left an hourly part-time job, got noticed for her skill, and now she's going to be on Broadway. I love that for her so much. I wonder what the ladies are saying.
Honestly, I think that they're probably happy for her. Like,
you think?
When she left, she like was obviously like she's so sweet. She was like so nice about it, and she said that her cup is like so full it's overflowing, and if she leaves and someone else joins and they could have their cup filled, then she's gonna be happy with that. So I feel like everyone is probably so excited for her.
Well, I love the positivity. I'm here for that.
Same.
Best week ever runner up this week for me is obviously Robert Pattinson. And the reason why is like, I know we were talking about like Anne Hathaway. I've talked about Zendaya nonstop this summer. But when it comes to an actor, I think Robert Pattinson this summer has made me realize that he is maybe our Daniel Day-Lewis. I don't know, our generation of Oscar worthy. And the reason why I say this is because the Chris Hansen thriller Primetime has just been released, the trailer, and it has given me the goosebumps, the way that Robert Pattinson can play all these different characters. I recently saw the drama. I obviously love Twilight. I obviously loved him as Batman. Everybody else can have their other theories on that. But with Christopher Nolan's Odyssey, Pattinson gave us numerous scene-stealing moments, though it was his deeply layered delivery of "somebody get these beggars out of here" that stood tall. And with To Catch a Predator host Chris Hansen in Lance Oppenheimer's Primetime, he really has shown us the range, especially the fact that he embodied Hansen down to "have a seat. You see how this looks, right?" This movie is going to haunt me, especially knowing what How to Catch a Predator. I saw that in real time. I saw it being canceled in real time, and just like the online rumors of just why it was canceled is very dark, because it really shows that pedophilia and predatory always wins in this nation, knowing that the men who were caught are cops, coaches, teachers, men like that. So it's kind of appalling that they came into a halt of making this show continue, because I think the last straw was that they got a priest, and the priest actually ended up unaliving himself there and then. And that is what made the show get canceled. But yeah, Robert Pattinson, him and Zendaya in the drama, I can see them talk. I mean, I can see Zendaya in a press junket all day, but him and Jennifer Lawrence as well, earlier this year, he's just
Yep.
been really killing it. And he is like the memeified actor god of our generation.
No, he has been crushing it. Like, I feel like the way that we were just talking about Anne Hathaway is kind of the same way that Robert Pattinson has been going about this year. Like, what is it? The drama, the Odyssey, the Primetime with Chris Hansen. I feel like there was one more that now. Oh, he's going to be in Dune, which is at the end of the year. He's going to be in the third Dune movie. People keep posting like those 4 movies and be like, this is a generational run, like, of iconic, like, really good films and also really good performances from him. I also recently watched the drama and the Odyssey. And the trailer for Primetime looks so good. The way that he nailed his voice was insane. Like, obviously we know he's British and he can do an American accent, but like, he sounded incredible. But yeah, I feel like there's a few people who are having an insane run this year between Anne Hathaway, Zendaya, who's also going to be in Dune, and she was in Spider-Man, The Odyssey, and the drama, and Euphoria. Oh my god, and Robert Pattinson. So like, some people, like, they're just all people that I'm loving watching. Like,
Yes.
I'm rooting for them. I'm enjoying watching them, and I can see them in all these different roles, and I believe them every single time.
Every single time. Yeah, Robert Pattinson is someone that I'm just like, I appreciate him. I mean, it's so funny how we've come such a long way from him, and that meme of him, like, that Hillary Clinton stance
course.
just in the middle of the kitchen. To now this Chris Hansen, like, it's going to be everywhere. And yeah, I'm just really happy for him. But
Same.
who is your best week ever runner-up this week?
Okay, going off of my worst week ever, I think that Acquired Style, the influencer, I don't know if it's just my feed, because I don't even follow that many influencers. I don't even think I follow her. But after her wedding and leading up to her wedding, she has been everywhere on TikTok, on Instagram. Like, I've seen people talking about this that were like, I don't know these people. They've never come across my page. But like, the way that I'm seeing so many videos about her and her wedding and her sister, and like, the talk around her is insane. And it seems like everyone loved, the wedding content that she's put out and how it looked and all that stuff. And I feel like sometimes with celebrity or influencer weddings or events, like, people just love to rip them to shreds. And like, we all do that sometimes, but I haven't seen anything like negative about her or this wedding in the past week. So good for her. I feel like she's probably riding on a high, which she should be, because she just got married. But yeah.
Wait, what's the name of this influencer? I don't think I feel like if I were to search for her, it would just pop up, huh?
It would come right up. Her username, I believe, is Acquired Style. Her name is Bridget. She's an identical twin. They're bleach blonde twin sisters who are like gorgeous, skinny, blonde, and obviously have like millions of followers. But one of them just got married over the weekend, and it was, you know, the influencer Olympics. Everyone was there and was raving about it.
Oh my God, yes. So I did not know this because of the Brielle wedding dress moment. This is the wedding dress that she wore.
Yes.
But it looks like she had multiple dresses for this wedding. And guys, if you just write on the search tab on Instagram, acquired style wedding just pops up if you
It'll come
write
right up.
acquired. I mean, it's a gorgeous wedding. She looks absolutely stunning. And I don't know who she is, but now I know who she is now. Wow, the background.
Now
is
that you looked it up,
gorgeous.
like you'll never it'll come up. But
It's
yeah, I don't even
beautiful,
follow her.
though.
I've seen so much.
Yeah, no, that's a great week for sure that I don't even know her, but now I'm just going to go back and like stalk her photos.
Totally.
You know what? It's so crazy how influencers nowadays, and please DM me if you think I'm going somewhere with this, because the wedding content has really upped its game when it comes to
100%.
the influencer department, right?
Yes.
Especially when they're young. I've been noticing a lot of young influencer women just marrying super young.
I have been thinking that, like, I feel like sometimes between maybe like having a wedding, having a bridal era, or even like getting a dog, like people milk it. Like, and I'm like, is this what you really want? Or are you doing this because you know it'll be good content? You know?
Yeah. And you know that it brings in the cash.
Totally.
Yeah, you're so right. And like I said, I can't wait to search this up. I'll put this all in the show notes so you guys can look at the photos as well. But my best week ever winner this week in pop culture, guys, is a little TV show that came out this weekend on Amazon Prime. And you guys already know that I've been on my heated rivalry. I've been loving my off campus. Well, now we're in the season of Dawson's Creek Back to School television program, and that is Sterling Point, which is a new teen drama that has been created by Gossip Girl's creators, and it also has Megan Parker, who I've known my whole entire life because of Lifetime movies about teens and STDs. She was in a lot of Lifetime hourly shows like that. And also, I always thought she was so hot and absolutely gorgeous. She's also written that movie, My Old Ass. But Sterling Point has to be one Canadian TV show that really has caught a grip on me, especially since we were talking about young adult genre and just about like young adult reading. The protagonist is Annie, and she is a highly strung 17-year-old still reeling from a rejection from a summer business school program when she receives the news that her estranged maternal grandfather has left her some mysterious assets. Annie, whose mother had died years ago, and her twin, who is Mark Ruffalo's son, playing Connor, are prompted to start digging through family secrets, much to distress of their dad, who's played by Jay Duplass. And you guys already know I love the Duplass brothers, and Jay Duplass was in Transparent and also Industry. And the two learn that they've inherited a house in Canada, prompting Annie to take off on a secret trip in search of answers about her late mother's life. Do I need to say more? Because this show is just so good. And you guys already know I've had Trina on last week where she says she will keep me updated and she'll let me know if I should watch it. And guys, if you follow her, you already know that she's made so many memes off of Sterling Point this past weekend. So you know that I'm going to be binging this show continuously. But yeah, Sterling Point is having a great week. And I'm so happy for these actors as well. I'm loving the new fresh faces. I feel like we're going to see Ella Rubin, who is the main character, Annie, we're going to be seeing her a lot, just like the girl from Obsession, Inday, who just came out with the Gap commercial this week. I'm just so happy for these new girls, these new it girls.
100%. And spoiler alert, we have the same number one for best week ever. Duh. Sterling Point was also my best week ever. I mean, it had to be. Like, we're on the same page, obviously.
Yeah.
But no, I couldn't agree with more with every single thing that you said. Like, this show was so good, and I didn't know what to expect other than I just like saw people talking about it and how it was good. And then it exceeded all my expectations. I didn't know it was going to be such a like feel good, like YA teen show that so reminded me of the shows that we grew up watching and loving. Like, I feel like they're so not like that anymore. And again, like you said, I loved Off Campus. I loved Heated Rivalry, but those were definitely more of like adult, even though they might have been about like, you know, Off Campus is about kids in college, but still like those were more adult. Like this was true teenager behavior, summer fun. And I loved every single second of it. I also completely agree with what you said about like these new fresh faces and just like people that we haven't seen on our screens before. And I feel like that's also part of the success of those three shows too. Like Heated Rivalry, Off Campus, Sterling Point. We loved them so much because it was like, we really believed that this was how they all were because we didn't know them. And I think that also the writing on Sterling Point is unbelievable. Like every time Annie, Ella Rubin, like speaks, she sounds so natural. You know, she's throwing ums and likes and she's stuttering and she's just like having normal conversation. And it's how normal people speak. And it doesn't sound like a show that adults wrote about kids.
And that's what I love about this show because the creators who created it are like, these are the people who've been on sets like Degrassi. You know what I mean? And Degrassi is such a young adult teen show that those people know how to write a teen show. The dialogue is so real. They let them improvise, these actors. That's why the ums and like it just comes off naturals because they're actually letting them do their thing as actors. And also the creators are actually writing it. They're not using AI slop.
And you can
just
tell.
saying.
It shows.
And it shows. It like I love just the natural, like you said, the dialogue and I think that is one of the main reasons why I love this show a lot. And it came at a time where we would be eating this up when I'm getting ready to go back to school.
Absolutely. Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, I loved it. And I watched it, but my sister who I live with has not. And I'm like, I need you to watch it so I can rewatch it.
Yes. Yes, you guys need a watch party. That would be so much fun. Oh my God. I love that we had the same best week ever winners. Guys, we're going to talk about our favorite song. Well, Taylor's favorite song from the early 2000s. And I'm super excited because I've been bumping to Vanessa Carlton this summer. I don't know if it's because Michelle Branch having a comeback really made me go dig the archives of that era. But the song is 1,000 Miles. The year is 2002. Please tell me, where were you when you first heard this song and why is it your favorite from that era?
Okay, so there's so many songs that, you know, I could choose from because there's just so many bangers. But this one I always think of because when I was younger, I had a like really cute orange, I don't want to call it a boombox, but because it was not that big, but it was like a CD player radio, small, like orange with flowers, and it was so cute. And this was the first CD I ever owned, and it came out like this song just came out to be one of the most iconic songs like ever. I feel like it was in so many shows and movies, you know, White Chicks, like that always reminds me of that. But I just have vivid memories of like playing this on my CD player when I was little and just loving this song.
And the music video is still so good. I showed it to my 6-year-old and she loved it. Of course, her favorite part is the slow-mo with the horses, which is my favorite part too.
Of course. I can still see her like, what is she going down the street, like on the piano? Like, I can still see it in my head. So good.
And I know that song was like 20 years ago, but just seeing Vanessa Carlton so fresh face, I was just like, wow. I just remember seeing her 2002. Yeah, I was in high school. I just remember loving her style. And because I was so young, I didn't realize that she was really young. So going back and seeing her music videos, I was like, wow, in White Houses, you can totally just tell how young she is.
Yes.
Um, I need her to have, because Michelle Branch is having to come back. I need Vanessa Carlton to have a comeback because White Houses still is like a song that I go back to.
Oh, that one is also such a banger. I was gonna say she needs like or actually a few of the, 2000s girlies that we all loved listening to. They need the Hillary Duff treatment. She is having
Yeah.
such an insane run right now, like going on tour and everyone is loving it. And she's wearing all these fun, like 2000s Y2K inspired outfits, and the girls are just eating it up. And I'm loving it for her.
I know. And we need our indie girls because I know we had our pop artists, but like Vanessa Carlton, I mean, yes, she was considered a pop artist, but to me, she was like indie pop
I
back in
feel
the
like
day.
right, like you hear 1,000 Miles and you think pop, but there's so many other songs that are yeah, more indie.
Yeah. Taylor, thank you so much for stopping by on Best Week Ever podcast and letting us know who had the worst and best week ever in pop culture. Can you please let my listeners know where they can find you or if you have anything cool to plug in?
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I'm having had so much fun and I'm glad to be back chatting with you. You can follow me on Instagram at That's the Tea podcast and same for TikTok.
Yes, and I need you back for a mini episode, guys. Mini episodes are every other week, so please check us out on YouTube, on the Patreon. I will be checking out those recaps of Next Gen NYC, so please stay tuned on Instagram so you can be up to date on all Best Week Ever because we are coming back and we were coming back on our regular program date every Friday, every Saturday with our mini episodes. So just hold on tight. Those will be coming out. And as always, I hope you guys are having a best week ever. Bye.